Check. 1 2 1 2. Vader Games in the building. You know what it is. Another episode of CIA, Citeh Intelligent Agendas. And we got a special one. It's actually going to be a quick one. All right. Obviously, starting a little later than I normally do because I like to do this at 8 o'clock UK time, 3 o'clock my time. But I'm doing this show a little later. But I want to say this. First things first. My peoples come first. My people that are here, no longer here, always thought of, always remembered. We got you see what's on the screen. You see what's on the screen. This is exactly what I'm going to be talking about. And I was kind of torn. I was torn whether I was going to do this on my 115, one question, 15 minutes, 115, or if I was going to link up with the other CIA agents out there, with the other CIA members. And everyone's schedules are kind of crazy because of this international break. Taking time, making sure, handle everything away from football. And to get back into it, obviously, with the games coming up this weekend. So I put the word out, but I also said, no pressure, no worries. One, I'm starting a little later than normal. I get it. Two, the timing's kind of off because I know vacation time, holiday time, all that was taken. So let me first say this. And I do this because I love this. For some, YouTube is a career path for some. It's their job. They've looked at it that way. For me, thank goodness, maybe in the future, but right now it is a hobby of mine. It's something that I don't prioritize first and foremost because other things are on my priority list. Kids, wife, family, all that. But I had to talk about this. Because it's major news, and it's not the first time I'm actually officially talking about it. It is the first time I'm talking about it on my channel. And some would say, Vader, before you talk anywhere else, talk here on your channel. Fair enough. Maybe in the future I'll look to do that. But I also like showing love to those that have showed love for me, right? So the shows that I've been able to visit and talk about, it's because there's support there, there's love there. So it's all good. If you've missed it, go out and check out Professor Hamza's channel. When the news broke, I was literally driving. I had my little guy in the back of the car, and yeah, I had to speak on it. And shortly after that, I made sure that I was dealing with these rivals. And the beauty about CIA, it's intelligent agendas, and it's an intelligent agendas to go up against some of these rivals. So listen, news is incredible. This news is absolutely incredible. And don't let anyone say that it's old news. Don't let anyone say, oh, we've heard about it, been there, done that, we move on. No, this is huge. Just take a second and put this in perspective. Pep, Manchester City's greatest manager. There's no shame in saying that. There's no shame in saying that your greatest manager happens to be managing now. None. Right? The same way there was no shame at the time of the United fans talking about and being all supportive and happy for when they had Sir Alex Ferguson. There's also nothing wrong when Arsene Wenger, not too long ago, right? Well, I mean, long ago since they've won the league trophy, I think over 20 years, but not too long ago since he's been manager there. And to have your greatest manager in a quote unquote modern era, so no shame in that. But what I want to point out, I had to make this part of the thumbnail. I had to make this part of the conversation. We have not witnessed a better first 8 years of a manager. We have not. And when the conversation goes, I think, do we need to do it now? Probably not. Career's not over. Don't want to be overly biased, even though, obviously bleed blue, but to have the conversation, it's a little too early. And it's going to come across too biased if I'm not having it amongst other fans of other clubs, right? But just go back. Do your Googles, do your searches. Look at the first 8 years for any manager. Look for the first 8 years for any manager in the English league? Tell me, if you've seen someone greater than Pep. The first 8 years. And I see you in the comments. I will get to you in the comments. Much love, always appreciated. You know what it is, and thank you. I am. Listen, just for clarity too. The reason why I'm still in my my hat and jacket is because I know as soon as this show ends, I am sprinting out the door. So I just want to I kind of actually ran in from doing an errand, want to do the show, and I know as soon as this show's over, I'm sprinting out of here as well. So that's why. Um, there hasn't been a better 8 years, and I think when you actually take time and you look at it, right? Do your searches, do your Googles. Go ahead, do it. I'm cool with that. I'm ready for the if the debate needs to happen, whether it's going to be in the comments or a debate needs to happen somewhere else. I'm cool with it. But the first 8 years that Pep has given the English league, I'm not even being so selfish to say the first 8 years that Pep has given Manchester City. I'm saying the first 8 years that Pep Guardiola has given the English league. Unmatched. Unmatched. And that is why when we have the greatest ever conversation, it's going to come across biased because I'm a Manchester City fan, but also I think we need to chill a little bit because the only thing that doesn't make it a slam dunk, yes, I'm using a North American reference. The only reason why it's not a slam dunk is because of longevity. That is the only reason. But let's go back because this is all about projections, right? All of you that you do your eye test, you also do the stats. The first 8 years for Pep, incredible. It's there on the screen. It's there on the screen. 6 prems. Actually, let me go to the comments. And then I'm gonna go back and do the breakdown. First in the building. Listen, when a person takes time and actually to be a part of the show and drop a comment, I'm with it. I appreciate it. So let me shout out my man, because again, like I mentioned, when the news just dropped, Professor Hamza, I was there on his channel. We spoke on it. I was driving. And as soon as I got back, able to get in the studio, Egal talks football is where the conversation happened. And shout out to my man. He dropped a little clip on when I was mad amped and talking about Pep as well. So shout out to Egal. Thank you for the support and the comment. First in the building this time around. Tap in the building. You know what it is? We talking about that Pep run it back. Pep said run it back. The first 8 years, let's do that. Now, I'm also going to highlight that it wasn't an 8-year contract that Pep initially signed either. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like he signed 8 years off the jump. You sign for a few years, you re-up it. He's now re-upped it. This is the third time Pep has re-upped at Manchester City. The longest stint that he's done anywhere. Listen, you're born into your family, but you choose your friends. Pep, one would say, born into Barcelona. Literally, born into Barcelona. He's chosen Manchester City. The longest he's ever been managing. Absolutely amazing. I got Clinical in the building. Clinical, it's been a minute, my guy. How you been? Oh, Clinical. So Clinical, if you were here, I would have you say it, because for those of you that don't know, Bamba, what are you saying? Bamba is actually a curse word. So I'm gonna keep it PG for if you happen to be watching. The thing that I like about Better Games TV in particular, and when we wanna, sorry, I'm gonna get a little sidetracked, but I like my show to be able to be played and listened to if you have the kids around, right? My aunties, my mom, if I were to say that, Clinical, be issues. So I'm gonna leave that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave that. But yes, 2 Bamba years. I can say that. Actually, aunties don't get upset when I say Bamba. 2 Bamba years. So you know what? It's amped. Singing the blues goes second. 8 years gonna be nice. Listen, Pep's got to do it like this. He's got to do the 1+1. He's got to do it in stages. He can't just drop 4 years. I'm here for, because, and I'll break that down a little later in the show on the psychology on why you have to manage things like that moving forward. And it happens everywhere. Everywhere in business, these having a long stint initially, and then you have shorter increments on how you re-up. Absolutely. Singing the Blues also says Barca, his mother, City, his wife. Yo, I'm gonna steal that. Singing the Blues? Singing the Blues? I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal that. That's nice. That's nice. Dre P in the bill. He goes, City is an example of excellence. On and off the field, Pep is about excellence. Okay. Dre P. Oh, this is gonna take me to another point in terms of the conversation. But the thing that's absolutely amazing, right? And let's think about all of this. Let's think about this in all of our lives, right? Yes, these are professional footballers. It's their career, right? But there's something to be said, and we are all guilty of this, of actually doing your job at the absolute best of your ability every time, right? And there's a way to navigate that. There's a way for if you are a manager of others, there's a way to manage that. If you happen to report into someone, there's also a way on how they manage you. The way to have to get someone to do their best, even when they don't quite feel like it, even when they got issues at home, even when they might have had a crappy day waking up, that is amazing. Listen, together for 4 in a row, together trouble, guys. The glimpse, and even the documentary All or Nothing, the glimpse to see what this manager is all about and how he thinks, how he motivates. It's absolutely amazing. Take a second. Imagine a Pep in your job life. Imagine Pep as your manager. Record numbers. He's like, listen, singing the Blues. I know you had a great year last year. I know you delivered. Hey, Clinical, your last month, excellent. I like what you did. Dre P, the numbers you brought in at last month, absolutely amazing. We're going again. I know there's more that you can deliver. Dre P, Clinical, singing the Blues. I know there's more. Look at it this way. The psychology is amazing. And we got Pep signed on, and he said, run it back. Let's go. He said, run it back. Let's go. After he's done all of this, 6 prems. I'm going to get to the comments, believe. 6 prems, 2 FAs. Not everybody has a Champions League. Not everybody has a Champions League. Arsenal fans, you might not want to hear this right now.
Max, can you earmuff it for me? We are going to get so.
Arsenal fans, earmuff this. But when it comes down to Champions League, not everyone has that. And Pep brought us a Champions League. And not only did he bring us a Champions League, he brought us a Champions League while also winning, already have won the Prem. And then going on, oh my gosh, brought us the Prem, went on to win the FA, and we won Champions League. A treble Champions League winning season? Crazy. Apologies, Arsenal fans. I did do the earmuffs. Hopefully, earmuff that. You can now take the earmuffs off. Yeah, Clinical. You know what I mean? Antes. You know what I'm saying? All right. Dre P goes, that word basically means it basically means that, but you know when you say it, right? Culturally, you know what it is. It was not something that could be said just outright amongst the antis, and you definitely were not saying that at church. All right. So you know what it is, Dre P. You know what it is. Clinical goes, singing the Blues. I couldn't say it better myself. All right, guys. All right, I hear you. I work in sales, done it 20 years plus. People come in and have their big days and get high fives, but I'm there by payday, counting my victories. Experience and depth bring consistency. Exactly. And it's about having those high fives, having those high runs, and then being able to replicate it. Then still being motivated to go after it again. Pep is the best example of what we've seen. And I'm going to bring an agent to the stage. I think you need to hear more than just my voice today. But this agent, and I'm gonna give you the intro because I don't even say agents' names. It's just we just got the proper intros on how we do things over here. So please welcome my man Conway in the building. What it is, Conway? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, Vita. What's up, man? How you doing yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. You know what it is? It's been a nice week because obviously the news dropped pretty early, but it's been a case of, you know what? Let's reflect on this a little bit and let's have a proper convo. Let's have a convo on how it probably looks for these fans that were kind of little like iffy, a little antsy. Let's also look at how these rival fans might be thinking and worrying. But I wanted to, and I was just speaking on the consistency with regards to what Pep's done, the relentless, I demand your best because I know you're capable of. And I was making, and it was all related to how we've done it in the past. Dre P talked about being in sales for 20 years. Can you can you speak to Pep's first 8 years, and have you witnessed anything? Do you think that there is a better 8 years for a manager?
Nah, I think these 8 years that we've had with Pep so far, or should I say 9 years currently,
Hey, hey,
is
hey, hey, hey! It's not 9 yet.
well, next year will be a nine.
Yeah, no, okay. It's 8 years so far. We're only 11 games into 9 years. But I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Nah, it's been one hell of a ride.
speak
Um,
on it.
with I still remember because I was in school. I was in class, and
Mm,
uh, this was in early 2016 because the news regarding Pep being our manager it actually broke months before he even sat on a managerial seat at the stadium.
mm,
One of my friends came in and he said, "Yo, guess what? Guess who you just appointed as your new manager?" I'm thinking, "What? What's this guy talking about?"
yeah.
Yo, Pep's gonna be your new manager. And I'm what? I jumped off my seat. I'm in a lecture. I'm thinking, yo, is this guy joking with me? I look at my phone, I'm seeing a notification from Sky Sports. Pep Guardiola will soon to be Manchester City. I was so happy, man. Like, I got in trouble obviously because I disrupted the class, but I was in, I was so happy, man. And I think since then, I still remember the first game that I went to, when Pep was our manager. It was an FA Cup game. Yaya Toure scored a free kick. I still remember that goal. I got it on my phone as well. It was an away fixture at Crystal Palace. We won that game. It was an FA Cup 3-0, I believe. Literally 2 weeks before that game, Everton beat us 4-0. So, like, with just the first season going into the following season after that, Centurions, then the season after that, Formidables. Then obviously 2019-20, Liverpool won it, but we still managed to walk away with the trophy, winning the Carabao, beating Aston Villa in the final. The year
Mm,
after that, winning the Premier League again. Then doing another back-to-back with the magnificent finale against Aston Villa, 2-0 down, coming back, winning that game 3-2. Then the following season after that, having to witness something that I could possibly never imagine would happen, a treble, having the opportunity to actually be at Istanbul to witness that live. Man,
speak on that.
it, yo, all of this stuff that's happened under Pep, I wouldn't even imagine that he would be here more than 3 years because he stayed at Bayern for 3 years. He was at
Yep.
Barcelona 2 to 4 years, but now it's pen to paper. And obviously, just half an hour ago, the news broke that it's definitely going to be 2 years. He's definitely going to be here more than a decade. I don't think
Yeah.
none of us could have actually predicted any of this.
No way. No way.
Man,
I thought, you know what? There's the whole like 7 year itch that they kind of talk about within the married world of statistics. There's also the 5 years if things get kind of stale, and they were hinting at that because obviously there wasn't the win year one, year two, year three trophies. Year four, that's when Liverpool did their thing, and going into year five, there was the will Pep remain on? Is Pep still motivated this because of the interruption that Liverpool caused? I have to say, 11 years, because obviously this is the start of the ninth year. Conway tried to age him a little too early, but it's 9 years right now.
Yeah,
And he said,
yeah.
I'm running it back for 10, and I got the option for 1. And I want to speak on that option for 1 because I think it's how you keep everyone accountable.
Now,
So,
by the way, Beta, the option for 1 that you mentioned, it no longer exists. It's been confirmed on the club's website. He's here until 2027. Confirmed.
so I want to speak on the fact that it was flirting around. You know what? I gotta stop what I'm saying. I gotta stop what I'm saying and bring this other agent to the mix because he's a heavy hitter. He walks around and he lets you know that he's got the title. So I'm gonna bring this next agent. If I haven't spilled the beans already, but you're gonna know from this outro or from this intro, I should say. Let me let you know. Oh, I got two agents. All right. You know what? I'm gonna do the intro for these 2 agents. 1 heavy hitter carries the title around. Another one. He reminds you. Get pen and paper. He reminds you, get pen and paper. I'm gonna teach you something. These 2 agents are coming to the mix. The first, I gotta let you know. The first one is. Welcome to the show, guys. Good looking out. Thank you.
Come on!
Let's go.
Yeah, come on!
You know, I had to bring the truth.
Yeah!
Picture me rolling. Hey, we're here,
This
man.
is it.
Guys, man. Big up the agents outside, man.
This is it. I got to get the heavy hitters on the show. Conway, G certified professor. You know what it is. I was just speaking with Conway about the first 8 years. And we have not seen a better first 8 from anyone. And this manager, where some say they're tired, where some say I don't have enough support, he said, "Let's go. Let's go again." I want to put this comment on screen before I throw it to you, G Certified. But this comment on screen says, Singing the Blues goes, Pep's not afraid of the losses. He welcomes them to progress and learn about his men. That's absolutely right. Because what he's been challenging, and hey, if you haven't, take a second. If you haven't subscribed to City, City Plus, if you want to see Together 4 in a row, take your time, go and check it out. But the one thing that was evident was that he welcomes the competition. He welcomes it. The whole time when they were trying to say this city pool, what happened to rivalries? What's with all this niceness? It's because he respects the opposition. And he's like, listen, I'm gonna out tactic you. It has nothing to do with me insulting you in press conferences. It has nothing to do with antics on the sideline. Pep respects the battle, and it's so evident in the documentaries. G Certified. What obviously we were on Professor Hamza's channel early in the week, but now that you know, because Conway enlightened everyone in the group that didn't know, but it wasn't a 1+1, it was I'm here for another 2. When you got the news that it was like, listen, 11 years, what does it mean? Summarize what it means, another 2 years of Pep.
Man, it means more years off the belt, carrying the belt. It means more years of going, many men wish death upon me. It's more of that. That's what it is. It means more times that we can celebrate and live in this, what is a unique moment. Because once Pep goes, I said it on this show before, I've said it so many times. Once Pep goes, it's not going to be this 4-peat. We might do 2 league titles in 5 years. We might do 1 in 5 years. We might win a Champions League there, but this, what we're seeing now is unbelievable. And Veta, he's going to see the new transition. He's going to see the move of Vienna. He's going to see probably the departure of KDB, probably maybe the departure of Silva, Gundogan, players that, fair enough, they've done a lot for the club, especially Silva and Gundogan. Them are the ones that I feel like, okay, if they go, I understand. KDB, I still think we've got to try and lock him down for an extra couple of seasons because Phil Foden isn't ready yet to take the sole responsibility of being the 10. So.
Absolutely, Professor. Let me. I'm gonna position this question to you, and you take it however you want. But when you hear some fans go, "He's won everything," What? Why would he stay at City? When you hear some fans go, he's he's why not leave when you're on top? Like why stick around for a challenge? When you hear fans go, he's only there because it's easy for him. When you hear all of that, and he's now experienced 4 losses on the bounce, which he's never done, he's now about to deal with, like G Certified said, a rebuild of players really unknown. Who knows who's going to be signed, who's going to be coming in? When you hear all of that and what the rivals on how they used to classify Pep, what do you tell them?
As Pep said, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. That's the word here. I'm not moving from this seat. I'm not moving. Pep has rattled Premier League. Let me just repeat.
Oh, yes.
Pep has rattled the red cartel clubs. The red cartel clubs who've been absolutely humiliated by Pep Guardiola. And these clubs I'm calling out, he called 11 clubs. I'll call out Arsenal, Manchester United, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'll start one by one. Liverpool Football Club, he's made them miserable. He's made the fans miserable. They cannot talk about Premier League. We make fun of them. The whole Premier League fans, they join us making fun of them. Why?
They're shook. Professor, they're shook. Liverpool fans, when you talk about traumatized, they're leading the league by 5 points. They don't want to say that
they don't want to believe because they believe they're only little Leicester. They only won 1 league title in 30 years. I think Leicester won in a full stadium. They know that who made them cry? Who made Gerrard cry? As a player and a manager, it's me. It's Man City. It's us. We made the legend cry. We made the legend never ever pick up a Premier League.
You know what's odd?
No one else.
You know what's odd?
Us.
And what's really odd about this though? What's really odd is they're Liverpool. They have an amazing list of trophies. They're supposed to have this heritage, but they don't claim to be 5 points up on this Manchester City that again don't look like we've looked in past. We've never lost 4 on the bounce. This glorified, most honored English club still don't want to say that they are favorites. Still don't believe that a first-year manager, when we've seen lesser clubs with the first-year manager win the Prem. They're traumatized. You're right.
Traumatized because they're scared. They're scared of us.
They're scared, bro. Bro, imagine they were making stories. Oh, you know what? Before even the Aston Villa played us with Steven Gerrard. Oh, imagine, guys, Gerrard never won us a league title as a player. Imagine he gives us as a manager. I said, you're a fool. He was 2-0 up. Pep played with him. I said, take 2-0 let them celebrate in Anfield. They're on their phones, caught on 5AP. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, yo. They're on their phones. You know when you get caught last day of the season, you're on your phone. What's happening? They're celebrating. Nice. And then he dumps on them.
Yeah,
he wakes up. Pep Guardiola, to them, he's the reason why they have not even achieved anything. One manager was Fergie. Pep was another guy. He made Klopp through the towel. He's tired. Klopp said, I'm tired, man. Bro, I'm getting veneers. I'm getting hair transplant. I look different. Bro. But this is stressful. I can't take it anymore. He said, I'm gone. I'm done. He didn't say goodbye to them. He said, I'm done. I'm gone. Choose your next manager. That bold from Eric Divise. Back him up. I don't care. I've won the league title. Be lucky that you won 1 league title. Be very lucky that I gave you the privilege like Leicester City. I'm done. Why? Because Man City. What do you think if you speak to their family, they're so, bro. They're traumatized, bro. I swear to God, their fan base needs therapy, counseling sessions. Yeah. They're 5, 6 sessions of counseling. These guys need that 300, 1,000 counseling sessions.
Well, that's why they have their streams.
Bro, they have disease in their heart. I've never seen people with grudges.
On this
I'm
place.
thinking you've got a disease in your heart that cannot be treated. You
Pep's
need to be
doing
locked
this.
up to be given counseling because they're 115 charges, 100. That's what they talk about. 115 charges, 100. You think, hold on, someone who keeps repeating stuff is not mentally okay, bro.
Mhm.
They're all the same.
There's other things to focus on.
Mad.
You're absolutely right.
Bro, they don't say anything else. Don't talk to them. They'll come in 115, 115.
115. That's all they do. That's all they do. 115. But G, I want to mention.
Winning 2-year contract today.
That's what I'm saying. G, 2 years.
Yes,
People are not sleeping, Victor. Tonight, people are not sleeping, bro. People are calling helplines, bro. I'm tired. Anymore. And they said, what can we do? The counseling session, I said, we're indented with these Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans saying, I can't win anything. Can we get him to leave? And they said, we can't. Let me just give you therapy. Today, people are not sleeping, bro. We are sleeping. But I'm going to sleep like a little baby, waking up and say, I'll be waking up. Go on, bro. G-Certified.
G-Certified. We got 2 more years with Pep. And Professor just spoke about the trauma that these rivals are dealing, specifically Liverpool fans. Yes. I want you to speak on the next 2 years and what it means to maybe like these other clubs that got their new managers, right? Chelsea, first-year manager. Arteta is not a first year, but Liverpool, first-year manager. Second-year manager for Spurs. United, a new manager. They're all hyped up because of what happened in Champions League, him and Sporting. But Pep, I think Pep, and speak on the 2 years, do you think he took these 2 years because of the challenge on showing these other guys why he's the man?
Yeah, I think it's he loves the club. He loves everyone in the club, and I think that's something that's, even though the fans have been a little bit, some of us have been divided out. Grealish this, Doku this. He knows that overall we back the club, but also I look at these guys as we're saying, like, taking the contract. They're taking Pep's assistants to be top Premier League coaches. Yeah, they're taking Mikel Arteta, who, by the way, probably won't even outlast Pep. Yeah, probably won't even outlast him.
Ooh, that's an agenda for another day, G. That's an agenda for another day. Let's hold on that.
So, and you got Enzo Maresca. Listen, Enzo, I'm a big fan of what he's doing so far, but listen, at the end of the day, is he gonna be good enough to beat Pep to a league title? I don't see it. Is this Almiron guy? They're getting excited over sport. And listen, when you're going from what's a stable culture? Listen, the Sporting don't have the expectation. Yeah, when you're United and you're playing every week and the whole world is watching you, and you realize that you have to call Harry Maguire off the bench to play a back three, then you'll see that this is those balls over the top against Ipswich, Delap, and against Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah. Listen, I like G Certified's thinking right now, because he's a little in the future, because there are those agendas that are going to be dropping on Arsenal, on United, and what we have to face. And I'm gonna throw, hopefully Conway's still there, but I want to speak on, because also I want to be respectful of time. I need you to speak on this upcoming weekend and the news of Pep's obviously contract extension for 2 years, and what it means for us going into this game against Spurs, who are bogey to us. We can't deny that. Conway, what do you think the aftermath or the rippling effects are with Pep's news and what we got going on this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend's a huge game, big game.
Must win? Are you going to say must win?
Yeah. Say that again?
You're going to say it's a must win?
Yeah, of course it's a must win. Obviously, 4 losses on a bounce after the international break. We need to come back with a bang. You take into consideration as well, our past 4 games, they've all been away. So we've actually been away from the Etihad for like nearly a month. So that, to me, I think the atmosphere within that ground is going to be jumping. I'll be at the game tomorrow as well. So
okay.
Yeah. When I found out that Rodri's going to be there as well, I can't miss Rodri's Ballon d'Or, man. I need to be there to see that live in the flesh. But I think this Pep news coming a couple of days before the Tottenham game, this is a massive boost towards the players that are currently fit, the players that are coming back from injury. Obviously, we saw the training photos of the guys like Akanji, Grealish, Stones, like a lot of players that are back from injury now. Some we could understand more when Pep does his press conference tomorrow. I can't wait to hear that one as well. But yeah, this is a huge boost, man. And Tottenham, obviously, we can't take them lightly. I think they're missing two of their key centre backs in Van der Ven and Romero, but they played a backline of 4 fullbacks last season when they came to our ground and walked away with a draw. So we know that Tottenham, on their day, they can get a result from us. But I think this news and how they us as a fan base have taken it, we're just going to be behind the boys in the stadium, around the world, wherever you're watching. And I think hopefully we should get the W on Saturday, man. I believe we will.
I'm a little bit different, I'm a little bit worried, I think, for this game. I agree with that we'll definitely be behind them. But for me, the reason why I'm saying I'm a bit worried is normally we're a little bit slow after international break. And I know the players have been rested and they've been kept for this game. But for me, the Tottenham, as we said, it is a bogey team. Even last season, that ended up playing fullback.
Yeah.
And the way I'm looking at it is, I'm not sure if this team, especially after how we've been playing at the start of the season, I'm not sure how this team is going to play without Rodri, even with everybody available, even with KDB. I know at the start of the season, the 3 games we were playing good, we were playing nice football, but now we're going against Tottenham. I'm a little bit more cautious. I don't know what it is about Tottenham.
No, but see that cautiousness. I get it, but also Untitled brings up a really good point, and I don't think it's not manipulation, but it is a moment of celebration and recognition, right? We know hey, Conway just said he is going to the game because he knows Rodri's going to be presenting that Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the contract news, that stadium is going to be lit, like electrified. It's going to be
there's
lit.
no way they're losing. I'm telling you now. I'm saying it. It's going to be mad. I said it last time. I said it's the worst time to play City. Now it's really the worst time because, bro, players are back. Pep signing a contract and he's saying to them, I'm here for 2 years. We're not messing around, man.
Yeah.
We're not messing around. Yeah. Time to show me who are the real guys now. Who's going to be on my side? Who's going to be on my side when I deliver? And today is the day. We cannot lose 5 in a row. Show the fans after that 4. They doubted us. I signed my contract for 2 years now to show you I love you guys. Now show the fans that you are it. Let's show the world we are the ones. He's going to take out there. And you know what? He's going to motivate them. And I'm telling you now, Conway and Citeh, we're winning that game. Trust me.
We have to win. It is. And that's why I asked the question to Conway.
Conway, no baby Simba, is it?
Hamza, man, when Hamza says I'm confident, I heard Hamza in the space, we're winning the league. Hamza, when it comes to the league, just say baby Simba, bro. I need baby Simba back, man. Because when Hamza says baby Simba,
baby Simba was trouble season, right?
Yeah, baby Simba was trouble season. Baby Simba was last season. We won the 4.
Yeah, baby Simba was trouble season.
Hamza, don't let go of the baby Simba, man. We need the baby Simba.
No, it's true. Rivals are trying to take on this baby Simba because of the energy. They think, because Professor Hamza and City fans are saying baby Simba, then they can say it and they can get the wins. Nah, it doesn't work that way. It's unique to us. But the energy is going to be incredible. I see Mo Football TV in the building. He goes, "What's good, fellas? Thanks for being on the show. I think this is the first time I'm seeing your name. Good looking out in terms of commenting. Thank you so very much." Untitled goes, Spurs will have Bentancur out.
Let me just say something. What did I tell people, Conway? You know one thing I said, Remember we lost to Bournemouth? Yeah. I saw Pep's face here and I thought, nah, this guy ain't leaving. Then I saw him with the Brighton. I told Conway and all that. I said, the best thing to have happened to this, we're losing 4 in a row because Pep is motivated. I needed that. If Pep had gone winning, he would have said, I'm going to win the league this season. If Rodri wasn't injured, Rodri being injured and us going through this day, is the best thing for
Oh,
us.
Professor, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, you're gonna mess. You're gonna mess with their heads. You're gonna mess with their heads. If they were
You
praying
just see
for
me,
our
I just
downfall,
read it, man. I felt I could not leave. Simply as that. Don't ask me the reason why. Maybe the 4 defeat was the reason why I felt I cannot leave. I told you. You know, when you winners, when they lose, yeah, they like getting up. That now I ain't going down. Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali and all that. When they lost a fight, bro,
Yeah.
they want to rematch straight away. They want to beat you, and they would win it because they're winners.
yeah,
Well, that's what I said at the start as well. That this,
Tyson. Exactly. Go on, you said that.
no, this is what I said at the start. We need a reboost. Yeah, the midfield needs a revamp. The attack is fine. I'm happy with the attack. Soon those two goalkeepers. Yeah, I know they can play for like goalkeepers can play for whatever age. But soon we're gonna need to think who's gonna come and replace Edison and Ortega. Then you got the defense. The defense they're already trying to look at options, but the defense,
Yeah.
fair enough. As long as you can just get a right back or a left back, get a full back. But that midfield is in a crisis. That midfield is in a crisis.
It's like that interesting. I don't know if any of you enjoy like word puzzles or even like wooden puzzles like crafts and things like that. But sometimes when someone presents you with something and you're not able, you know that someone's figured it out, but you haven't. And you're actually extra motivated. Pep is like, I can solve this. I know I can get the best out of these players. I've been getting the best out of these players this 4 in a row, and it was there in the documentary. If you want it, no one's giving it to you. You need to go and get it. Same goes for this 5P. The motivation is there because Pep, again, no one's had a better 8 years. I think Pep is still of that psyche. No one's going to have a better 9. No one's going to have a better 10. That's how he's driven. And sometimes when you stumble, when you get knocked down, you show that you're a winner by how you get up. And I think the fact that everybody was questioning on whether he would stick around through the difficulties of City, he's proven them wrong. It's now another 2 years. The whole fact with regards to he could only do it with certain players, well, he's going to prove you wrong. He's going to prove you wrong. Untitled reminded everybody, and I need to do a better job as I do my show. Please like, subscribe, comment as you can, be a part of the show. Thank you all so very much. And I got my Balala in the building. He goes, guys, I'm telling City.
City
back. Say City are back after this weekend. We got everybody shook. We got everybody kind of worried. We got managers being like, you know what? I'll win when Pep's gone. Well, guess what? If you think you're winning when Pep's gone, you got 2 more years to wait. So, listen, Conway, Professor, G certified. This another episode of CIA. I'm going to, you know what? I'm gonna do better. Right? Like Pep, demanding the best of his players, I'm going to demand the best of me. I'm going to make sure that I create enough thumbnails to actually have this on the calendar so everybody knows. All right. I want it to be like clockwork. Even if there's a Europa, if we're doing any hate watch-alongs or whatever it happens to be, it'd be great to have you guys in for 5-10 minutes. But I'm going to do this show regular Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time. So guys, thanks for being a part of the show. I'm going to, like I said, I kept my hat and my jacket on because I'm shutting this down and I'm racing to go get my kids. Bless up, everybody. Like and subscribe. Comment on the next show. You guys are all the best. I'm going to catch you in spaces. Catch Professor on his channel as well as on Twitter X. Catch G Certified and definitely Conway on Twitter X as well. I think there's going to be a Manchester City space sometime soon. And obviously, other City content creators, check them out and support. Good looking out. Last comment. He goes, guys, I'm a big fan of your channels. I have been following for everyone, I'm assuming, when I go here from NYC. Thank you so very much. Bless.
Big up forehead, man. Big up forehead.
Yes. Large up. And you know what? It's always unique. I have to say this. When I talk to Conway, when I talk to G Certified and Professor, it's unique. It's not a repeat. It's not an echo. It's not stale. These guys always bring something different. That's why I enjoy having them on the show, as well as others that are a part of CIA. But guys, bless up. I'm about to run. I'm gonna catch you guys. Enjoy the outro.